much of myself into this stuff. I don't even know why. I leave my family and my friends on the other side of the planet and sit here in lightning storms on a glacier for 3 weeks, and I don't even know why. God.
This was a rough year for Brody. I've watched him struggle with his ego, his motivation, his identity. I think it left him a little lost.
Personally, professionally, whatever, it's all the same. I ski for a living, and the business of skiing has been harder than the skiing itself. So much of my identity is tied up in validation from my peers, and was dismissed with a single email.
We've skied a lot of places together, but I knew something was different about Georgia.
Well, for years I wanted to ski in Georgia, and what I didn't know is that my friend and role model, Andreas Frandsen, he wanted to ski there as well.
I mean, Andreas was a groundbreaking skier, and he did first descents that still haven't been repeated, but he was also a really good guy, and the couple of times I got to hang out with him, I saw that he was more than just a skier, and that's important to me.
A few years ago, he actually got funding for a trip to go to Georgia with me that he was never able to tell me about, because 2 weeks later, there was an avalanche and Andreas died. Of course, I understand the irony of going to the mountains after they've taken the lives of friends. But that loss makes us look at our decisions and ourselves differently. I wanted to find a ski line that I thought Andreas would be proud of. So I did exactly what he would do and went to the country's highest peak, Shikara. With satellite images, I found this southwest-facing, rock-choked couloir that was filled with snow, and it dropped all the way to the glacier below. This trip was all about heading into the unknown, and the best thing about Mary is that she can handle anything that's thrown her way.
Without warning or explanation, an email ended my job with my ski sponsor, my employer. After a decade of building the skills and recognition to make a living, I'd made it. I thought I'd have another sponsor by the end of the week. But each rejection ripped apart my identity in a way I should never have allowed.
It's Brody. I am packing for Georgia. I'm hoping to climb and ski its highest peak, which is right outside of Atlanta. No, the country of Georgia. The highest peak is on the border of Russia. I am leaving real soon. Here we go. Just arrived in Ushguli, and I'm seeing the line that I have been looking at online for so long. I'm so excited. We'll take, I think, just 2 horses up until they can no longer go any further, and then we will start carrying loads up the mountain.
It's textbook imposter syndrome. Having grown up in Ohio, even if I am a pro skier now, actually saying and acknowledging it feels like a lie. like I don't belong. And any hint of rejection only confirms that. My relationship with this sport is fraught with self-doubt and loss. And in life, loss shows up in so many ways. For me, none are easy.
We just heard the loudest thunder and the brightest flash. It absolutely burst my eardrums. That was so loud. That really, really shook me.
This weather pattern really needs to change in some regard if we're gonna be able to get up this thing, because it doesn't clear up until like nighttime. And then it only clears up for like 10, 12 minutes. We're gonna need like 10, 12 hours.
I'm actually reading this book about Andreas, and I think he and I both lift ourselves up by searching for success in these mountains. But that search killed Andreas, and I don't know if I want it to kill me. Andreas once asked, would it be a game worth playing at all if the outcome was certain? I don't want to let Mary down, Andreas down, or myself down. This couloir is like 4,500 feet tall. I'm worried about the freeze-thaw cycle, avalanches, falling, the crux. I'm worried about Mary. The outcome is definitely not certain. And the last thing I need right now is more uncertainty.
Good morning. This is Brody. Today is the first day that really has weather suitable for climbing and skiing that line. We had a natural avalanche cycle overnight. Hopefully the line flushed itself of most of the new snow, making it avalanche free. Yeah, I think this will be really good conditions for climbing and skiing tomorrow, hopefully.
I'd hoped that when we arrived, the conditions in the line would make it seem reasonable for me to ski. So by the time we got halfway up the line, I realized it was steeper, harder, and longer than anything I'd ever attempted to ski. It was really hard for me because I really wanted to keep climbing, but I knew that skiing down was going to be the crux for me. After talking through it with Brody, I decided to turn around. I watched Brody keep climbing. There wasn't anything from this point on that he couldn't handle.
Super cold. I'm alone. I don't know if there's another crux still above me, and I can't help but think, should I just turn around? Because seriously, what am I doing here? Is this just totally unreasonable, or is this exactly what I came for?
I'm on top of the couloir that I have been eyeing for so long. The one that I wanted to ski in honor of Andreas Frandsen. Thank you, Mary, for being the best partner ever. Oh, I'm gonna get ready to ski. Woo! Okay, I'm only halfway there. I definitely know that. Whew. Steeper, looking good.
This won't fix it. You should have gone down. Andreas doesn't care. Your identity is gone. You chose this. None of this matters.
Oh, yes, my legs are big. Too many turns, too tired. Oh. Oh my God, I did it! Oh, I am probably so sunburned, huh? It's like the first perfect day. It's day number 9 on the glacier. It was worth the wait. We almost left. Woo! Bye-bye.
Loss terrifies me. From friends to identity, it cuts at my scant confidence. My brain's telling me to quit, to give up, to stay alive. It knows a ski descent isn't going to fix everything, or anything. But I still do it. Because regardless of what I've lost, there's so much more to be found.
In between every grand adventure life takes me on, I want to land, if only for a day, where the seed of all dreams was planted.